Hey guys, it's Bellamy here from Midnight Suns and welcome to my review for the latest Chinese movie, Decoded. So this movie is set primarily in the late 1940s. Our main character is this genius mathematician who gets recruited by the Chinese military to be a professional code breaker. So what he does is, basically when the Chinese military, when they intercept all these secret spy codes, then it's his job to decipher all the codes. And yeah, this movie is a pretty exciting spy thriller. And it's also like an autobiographical film where you follow this main character throughout his entire life, basically. So all the way from when he was born to when he was a genius kid, when he gets adopted by this rich family, and then when he becomes like a young college student and then he meets his professor who becomes his mentor, and then finally when he becomes his professional code breaker for the Chinese military. Yeah, you get to see the whole journey of his life. And I must say, the acting in this movie is fantastic. So the two main characters especially, Liu Haoran is the main character who plays the Chinese genius mathematician who becomes the codebreaker. And his mentor is played by John Cusack, who I think gives an amazing performance in this movie. Like, this is one of my favorite performances I've ever seen him give. And I think the two of them, they have very good chemistry. They play off each other really well. Like, you get to see their friendship, really just their relationship just change throughout all the years in the movie. From when they first meet to when they become mentor and student to until they become like fierce rivals, I think it's really well done. Like, you have these two characters who are incredibly smart and they're trying to outwit each other throughout the movie. Yeah, it really reminds me of like something like Death Note, you know, where you have these two main characters who are just having a constant battle of wits throughout the entire movie, and I think that's really, really great. It's easily the highlight of the movie for me. And I will also say this movie is a real visual spectacle. From like the lighting, the props, the sets, everything just looks really beautiful. The movie is so colorful, and I think the music score especially also adds a lot to the whole viewing experience. Like, the movie is filled with a lot of fantastical big dream sequences, and the music really makes those sequences feel epic. And I will say this is the kind of movie that you definitely should watch in cinemas, because it's the kind of movie, right, that really requires your 100% focus and attention. So the movie is 2.5 hours long, and a lot of the story, a lot of things that happen really require you to think. So definitely don't watch this movie if you're gonna be distracted. Like, if you're watching it at home, if you have constant distractions around you, I think it'll be very hard to watch this movie because you really need to think a lot watching this movie. And I will say, I think this is the kind of movie, right, which really requires multiple viewings. Like, each time you watch it, it'll probably get better because, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say the ending has an extremely vague ending, which really reminds me of like Inception. It's the kind of ending, right, which once you watch the ending, it will reframe how you see the entire movie. And when I say ending, I'm referring not like just before the credits roll, because there's actually a mid-credit scene which really flips the whole movie on its head. So yeah, if you're watching this movie, make sure you stay till the mid-credit scene. Like, there is really a big plot twist in there. So when you watch all the dream sequences in the movie, make sure you pay attention to the sets, the set design, the props. And then when you watch the mid-credit scene, and make sure you pay attention to everything in the background of the mid-credit scene, and you will be mind blown. Yeah, I watched this movie with a friend, right? And after the movie, we were just talking about the ending of the movie like continuously. So yeah, it has a really mind-blowing ending, mid-credit scene. And yeah, make sure you stay for that if you watch this movie. So for my final score, I'm giving Decoded an 8 out of 10. It is a great spy thriller film. It has a lot of exciting moments, and that ending, that plot twist ending, really just puts the cherry on top. And if this sounds like your kind of movie, then I can highly recommend watching Decoded. And special thanks to Cathay Cineplexes for this preview screening of the movie. If you want to watch this movie, it's going to be out in all the Cathay Cineplexes from this Thursday onwards. And yeah, I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to book your tickets at Cathay. And if you'd like to hear more of my movie reviews, please do consider subscribing and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with everything going on here on the Midnight Suns channel. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay gold and never fade. Bye guys.